Come here. Ah, closer, closer. See this? That's the good old days. I recently played Cat Quest III after getting it for Christmas. And when I first opened it, I was pleasantly surprised to find that there's a map inside it. A map of the game world. And some stickers, which I didn't actually know that they were there until just this second. And some stickers. Fancy that, instead of just a tiny little slip with some terms and conditions. It made me think how far we had fallen. The fact that I'd got so excited over getting a map and some stickers, which I really do appreciate, when we used to get so much more inside with the game manuals. The manuals were perfect reading for the car ride home after just buying the game, where you'd flick through it and just learn about the adventure that you was about to embark on. What I used to like doing is flicking to the character pages and practice drawing the characters from inside. I was never really any good, but I did manage to get one picture of Rayman that I was proud of. If I manage to find it anywhere, if I've still got it, then I'll pop it up on screen. We all know that it's been like this for a while now, but I wanted to try and compare some newer games to some of my old PS1 and PS2 games that I got sitting on top of my wardrobe. I've tried to keep these games relational to each other, like as close as possible, with only one of them being an exact match. So I guess we'll start with that one. Final Fantasy VIII for the PlayStation 1 and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered for the PlayStation 4. Let's head over this way. Alright, so moving over here. Let's have a look. We've got Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Let's start with Final Fantasy VIII. There's nothing in the back, we just got the 4 discs. And I have the Platinum version, which I am sad about because...
Brother,
I don't know why I just did that. Who does that? I don't have the pictures on the discs. But here's the manual, and look how thick it is. I don't know if you can see. Now, another thing about the Platinum versions, everything in the manual is going to be in black and white. If I had the just original printed version, it'll all be in colour, which I'm tempted to invest in. But anyway, here's... Funny thing is, this is now just what you get in new games. That's it. Not even that sometimes. We got some nice art. And look, all the art that's on the page, each page as well, just looks so much... Of course it looks nicer, because it's... Anything looks nicer than nothing. But that's how much you get in there. It requires a contents page, for God's sake. So the prologue, we get a little bit of backstory on what the game's about. And then look, main characters, you're told about who's exactly in this game. Like, you see that the world is being saved by teenagers, like a typical JRPG. Tells you a little bit about the people, even their height. Think of any modern game, right? And then think, how tall is that character? Not that it matters, like, not that it really matters at all, but it's like, they've put that in there, you know? They've given you that information. Setting up, I know, because it's just so hard to put a disc in a console. But still, like, it's information they give you. Like, what if this is someone's first game? They've just got a PlayStation, this is their first game, what do? You know, they might be a bit scared to like go pushing buttons and pulling things around and like seeing how things work. This tells you, takes out all the guesswork. Tells you how to start a new game, tells you how to continue from a save game. Caution during disc change. Pocket Station. I do not know what that is. That's some sort of online thing. Okay, well it may not be available outside Japan, so that's fine. Oh, that's weird. I never actually knew about this. This is amazing. You get some sort of Tamagotchi for a Chocobo. Final Fantasy. That's amazing. Basic controls of the game, because we all need to know that. I mean, that's one good thing about it being in the manual. Say you was on the car ride home with your family. At least you'll kind of know how to play it. But like I said, this doesn't really matter too much because obviously tutorials in games nowadays are a hell of a lot better. It's all built in, and this page is usually in the controls, in the settings of the game. So this bit doesn't really matter. Yes, this is all stuff that is told you within the game, but like, it's telling you all about the world map screen, the vehicles that you'll get in the overworld, you know, entering the names of the Guardian Force characters, the different shops that you can buy from, and the sort of things that they'll sell you. You can look at this and be like, oh, remodel weapons and increase their power. Oh, I know I need to go to the junk shop, so I'm not running around at all the different shops being like, is this the one? Is this the one? No, you gotta go to the junk shop, and I know that because I read the manual. Tells you some of the mechanics, that money's received as a salary. It just sets you up for success, really. What you what to expect from the battle screen, which, you know, for a game like Final Fantasy VIII, having a manual on that is probably quite useful, seeing as this was very different to the rest of the series. Like the junction system. Good God, if anything needs a manual from any game, it's the junction system. Because this is confusing. But like, you get the artwork in the background as well. Like all the screenshots. Yeah, the junction system, complicated system, needs a manual. Good God, how many pages are dedicated to this junction system? I mean, I'm not surprised, but Jesus. 10 pages dedicated to the junction system. I mean, it needs it. And then a summary. Of course, they include Triple Triad, like one of the best card games that's ever been made for a video game. But still, like, it gives you everything you need to know to set you up for success in playing the game. Now, of course, you got the adverts at the end of trying to sell you stuff. But look at that. It's at the back. It's an afterthought. You know, they stick the adverts at the back when really you just want to learn all about the game and what to expect. So, I've got a PS4. I've just bought Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. What can I expect? Fuck you, I guess. You can register the game on your Square Enix account. All this does is your profile on the Square Enix website, it just says, yep, you got an official copy of the game. Yeah, you own it. We'll just add it to your kind of Square Enix library. It means jack shit. I mean, I'm covering up the code. Not that it matters. I don't care if someone registers this. But look, there's nothing here. Look, nothing. Disc, cool. The disc looks cool. Yeah, project registration card. And then all the terms and conditions are all on the back of the cover. At least some games give you the courtesy of having a reversible cover. Nope, not this. I mean, to be honest, I think this looks ugly as hell as well. But anyway, God, we had it so good back then. Anyway, moving on. I've dawdled on this one for too long. Here we go. 2 different pirate games. This one I'm actually really hoping to get around to playing this year, because it's one of the few pirate games that I haven't played, and it kind of looks like one that I should have played if my last video about Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is anything to go by. Now let's have a look at this. Don't ask why the game's purple. I don't know. Was there a printing error? I don't know. But someone has written numbers on the booklet, and I think that's because I bought it secondhand many years ago. But anyway, again, here it is, the sort of thing you would see in games nowadays. So command reference. Ooh, I mean, this booklet feels a bit crispy. If I'm honest. Doesn't show you pictures on this one, but it tells you exactly how to set up your PlayStation 2 and get the game in to get it started. Buttons, which we've gone over. We've said they're usually in the actual control, the settings of the game now. But it's nice that it goes over the 2 different modes and the buttons that you have to press. But again, a contents page, because there's stuff in here. Tells you what to expect from the main menu, of course. Like the new game, everything that's in the options, what you can do in the options. And again, what to expect within the game. So, life on the open sea in ship mode. Nice that there's 2 different modes. And then captain mode, which is when you're running around as Katarina. Obviously, my knowledge on this game is a little bit limited because, as I said, I haven't played it yet. Here it tells you all about the different icons to expect. So, these sorts, it means you can speak with people. Ooh, a teleporter. That's cool. Damn, maybe I need to read this manual before I actually start playing the game. Yeah, speak with a quest giver, save your game, sail to new islands. Seems like you could dig up treasure as well. Very nice. I'm not seeing much in the way of art in this booklet, but at least all of the information is there. This booklet looks like it's giving you way loads of information about the game. It tells you about the captain's log, that she makes notes on her voyages. I guess that's like what you would see in most games now, actually. Everything has a bloody library in it now, doesn't it? You don't just learn things through the game. They need to tell you all about the wider world by giving you some sort of diary that's kept. Like the data log in Final Fantasy XIII, where they put most of the game's story in that. Tell you all about the different people that you could expect to see. Oh, this is so good. Different items, ammos. I'd be like in the car driving home and then be like, whoa, I get to use stink bombs? It's just like school. That was a terrible analogy. If trying to be a pirate is anything like school, then I'd return the game. So much in here. Treasure hunting, buried treasure, tips. This is what you need, tips. You can't get that, because obviously nowadays everyone just has the internet, right? Everyone can just go online, look at a guide on like IGN or GameFAQs or something like that, and just find out everything they need to know. There's this, look. Developers give it straight to you. Save everywhere, save often, explore, explore, explore. Damn, I wish more games gave tips. Then of course we got the credits, like we had in the other booklet. Any adverts at the back? Hey, they got a 24-hour hint line. Just call them up and they'll give it straight to you. This is from Electronic Arts. I bet this is not there anymore. No way. But still, again, cool. Even from EA. You know, back when EA wasn't completely soulless. So there's Pirates there. And then let's have a look at Black Flag. Now, I know this isn't exactly like a brand new game. It's like 12 years old at this point. But it's PS4. Like, it's classed as a modern game. And we know that this issue has been around for a while now. But, oh, hello. There's actually a booklet here. Okay. And what's this? Exclusive. Okay, there's codes here. So that's... no one uses Uplay. And then, okay, there's a code there for... Okay. Maybe I'll use that? I don't know. I bought this second hand, so it may already be used, actually. Let's have a look at this booklet, then, for Assassin's Creed. It's a lot thinner than the other two we've looked at so far. I mean, it's something, and it's from Ubisoft. Of course, we got the advert on the back for Watch Dogs. Here we go. Accessing the in-game manual. Single-player controls, so they give you the control scheme in there. I like the pages as well. I like the art for the pages on this seems a lot more pronounced than the last two that we've looked at, so that's nice. I mean, I don't think there was any in the Pirates one. It was all words. Naval controls, and then present day. Oh, of course, yeah. How is it ground controls and then present day control? Okay, I guess you don't have weapons in present day, so it'll be the like action button rather than attack. And okay, cool, whatever. Anyway, 3 pages dedicated to controls. And here's the warranty and technical support, which usually comes on one slip of card now. And nothing, and then fuck you. Nothing about Edward. No, nothing about Edward Kenway or the Assassins or the Templars. Nothing. And then an advert for Uplay. Which, Uplay... Is that even still a thing? Uplay's not a thing anymore, is it? It's Ubisoft Connect, right? But that's it. Very thin. Very, very thin. So that's those two. I've got Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga on the PS5 and Lego Star Wars the video game, which this one is only episode 1, 2 and 3. And this feels quite heavy. Oh, no way! This is like all the codes you need to put in to unlock these characters. I completely forgot about that. God, that's a blast from the past. I used to do this shit with like Grand Theft Auto as well. I'd find all the codes online and then I'd just write them all down and put the... Well, if anyone wants to freeze frame on that, if you can even read it, there's the codes for anyone that wants to unlock these characters if they're going back and playing. Damn. There's more inside. Oh, that's good. That's made my day. Look at this. This is so cool. At least it's all in colour, this one. And you've got your little Darth Maul there. Starting the game. See, I like that they include this because all the manuals we've seen so far, it's like they're approaching it as though this is possibly the first game you've ever played or the first game that you've played on this console. So they're making sure that you got the instructions on how to actually put that game in and set it up. Help for parents as well. Oh, that's cool. There's just sort of tips for parents to relay information to their children because obviously, come on. Lego Star Wars. It's a kid's game. So, instead of your kid getting really angry and being like, I can't do it, like my child does on Fortnite, you can just like relay the tips that they've put here. That's cool. And then you get the introduction, which kind of goes over the story of the 3 movies this is based on. That's it, Dexter's Diner. I forgot the guy's name. I didn't want to guess and sound silly. But yeah, in Dexter's Diner, that's where you can put all of these codes in to unlock the characters. Dexter's Diner is like the main hub as well of this game. That's where you choose what levels to go into. That's basically what this will be telling you about. Yeah, go through episode doors that correspond with the 3 Star Wars movies, blah, 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 blah. So again, like, it's just telling you what to expect from the game, things that you can unlock, and the mechanics, like the 2-player drop in and drop out. Controls, special abilities. It is presented really nicely as well in this one. Easy to read. It doesn't overwhelm you with information, which in Pirates Legends of Black Hat, I thought that possibly a bit overwhelming for someone, or a child especially, if they were trying to read this. Whereas this one's nice, it's laid out really nicely. But that's another thing as well, like, games now, like, the card that you do get, which, funnily enough, none of the new ones I've looked at just give you a card, so kind of makes my argument look like trash. But it's all the same, it's all the same card. It's just a generic one that's thrown in. Whereas, obviously, the booklets, they're all designed differently. Some, sure, they're better than others, but at least they're different, they're interesting. You don't know what you're going to get until you open it. It tells you about the different studs that you get. Again, it just tells you all about the game. Everything you need to know is in here. You know, you could learn things about the game that would even help you out, but might not be in the actual game, is what I'm getting at. Saving and loading, and these are credits, which we see at the end of all of them. Of course, they're going to advertise Lego. The adverts are at the back. You know, the stuff trying to get your money is at the back. It's not intrusive. The main thing is, here is the information that you need to know about playing this game. Oh, and by the way, we've got a couple of bits we can sell you. Instead of, let's see what's in here. Absolute sweet. There is nothing in here. I mean, look. I say about giving a card with the terms and conditions and all that. Not even on a card anymore. They just print it on the back of the artwork. Nothing. There is nothing in here. Absolute nothing. Disappointing. So this isn't completely all doom and gloom. I've obviously got some recent examples where there has been things included in games. And I mentioned Cat Quest 3 at the beginning. And it's quite good because, yes, I mentioned the map. And I was genuinely surprised to see that there's some stickers in here. I did not see these when I first opened it because I didn't take the map out. And I really love that. And I think I may actually put these somewhere. By the way, if you haven't played Cat Quest games, they're actually amazing. Do yourself a favour. I'll be talking about that in my next video. Look at this. You just don't get this anymore. Like, I miss opening up the Grand Theft Auto games and we'd get like the maps of the different locations that you can go to in there. But yeah, there's certainly a map. Now you watch me not be able to fold this up just the same way they had it. Oh no, it'll do. Cat Quest gave us a map, and I noticed Astrobot's given us something as well. Again, I don't know what it is, but I know that it's something. Also, 10 out of 10. Okay, so here it is. Here's the generic. Here you go. Here's the terms and conditions. But it's on a piece of paper because look, they're lovely enough to give you some artwork on the back of the cover. Isn't that lovely? The team Asobi, they care. They care. This is what I like. This is exciting. Because what is this? I'm not going to talk too much about the game itself. This will also be in my next video when I talk about Cat Quest. But, it's a poster. That's cool. That's cool. And they didn't have to include that. They didn't have to, and they did. What's this, a little comic? That's sweet. They didn't have to include this. But they did. And I'm glad they did. Well done, Team Asobi. Well done. Anyway, I'm going to stop complaining now. How did we let it get this way? Not that it will matter soon with the imminent collapse of physical games. That will be a dark day. Anyway, I love to think back to the great times we have with these manuals. You know, reading about the adventure that you're just about to embark on and learning about the characters you're about to spend hours of your time with. I can't say I miss the controls being listed out in the manuals, because they now put that in like the settings of all games, which is a hell of a lot more accessible. So thanks. But I really do wish that we got more than just terms and conditions. Sometimes you don't even get that. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this old man yells at cloud moment. If you did, then you might enjoy the video of me trying to clean my PlayStation 2 and it not going well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you over there in just a minute. Bye bye.